Paano isulat ang rationale of the study? The rationale of the study is a critical part ng iyong research paper because it explains the reason for conducting the study. In the rationale of the study, it is important that you should be able to briefly describe the problem or the research gap in your study. The rationale of the study should provide a clear and concise explanation of the problem or gap that the study aims to address, as well as the significance of the research question. Hindi rin siya kailangan mahaba. 1 to 2 pages is good enough for your rationale of the study. So paano nga ba sumulat ng rationale of the study? Here are the steps that you can follow. Step number 1. I-introduce mo ang iyong research topic. Briefly describe what your research topic and its importance. Pwede mo din dito ilagay ang narrative hook or ang statement kapag sustain ng interest ng iyong readers. Example: childhood obesity has become a significant global concern due to its increasing prevalence, health risks, and associated medical expenses. The root causes of childhood obesity are complex, including genetic, environmental, and behavioral factors. In this introductory statement, the researcher briefly described the research topic, which is childhood obesity. And also, it gave the narrative hook that it's a global concern because of its increasing prevalence, health risks, and associated medical expenses. So even if this is just a short sentences, it is already a good introduction of the research topic, and it also presents the importance of the study. You can also provide more sentences as long as it is important in describing or introducing what your research topic is all about. Step number 2. After writing the introductory statement, i-summarize mo yung mga findings sa mga related studies on your research topic. Pwede kang mag-include ng mga theories, mga concepts, models, and empirical studies. Example, for the same study, previous studies have demonstrated that sedentary lifestyles, poor eating habits, genetic predispositions, and a lack of physical exercise all have a role in the emergence of childhood obesity. So makikita natin dito sa part na ito, meron ng mga citations, because these statements are already the key findings from existing literature that relates to the research topic. You can add more sentences as long as it provides key findings that are really relevant about your research topic. Step number 3. After stating in step number 2 what other studies have said about the research topic, i-highlight mo ano yung mga limitations or mga gaps sa mga existing studies about your research topic. Ito din yung mga gaps that your study is aiming to address. Example: there aren't many studies that have looked at the effect of sleep duration on children's obesity risk, especially in the setting of a varied metropolitan population, despite the fact that there has been substantial study on the causes of childhood obesity. Of course, you can add more sentences about the research gap. The important thing is that in this part, you really highlight the limitations or the gap of the existing literatures. That is why you can use sentences like there aren't many studies, or you can also use the limitations of previous studies. Step number 4. Now that you have identified the gaps of the existing literatures, in step number 4, you are going to write the objective or the research questions that your study is aiming to achieve. Example: with the assumption that less sleep is associated with a greater risk of obesity, this study intends to examine the relationship between sleep duration and obesity risk in children aged 6 to 12 living in metropolitan areas. So as you can see, the researcher now states the objective of their study. It is denoted by words like the aim of their study, the purpose of the study, or the statement this study intends to. And finally, in step number 5, you describe the significance of the study. Bakit mahalaga ang iyong research topic? Paano ito makakadagdag sa ating nalalaman about your discipline? Example: the results of this study can further our knowledge of the connection between sleep duration and children obesity and offer guidance to healthcare professionals and politicians in the development of focused treatments and regulations aimed at preventing and lowering juvenile obesity rates in metropolitan areas. Here is an example of the rationale of the study. I hope this video helped, and I hope that you will now be able to write effectively the rationale of your study. If this video helped, don't forget to share this, mga ka-wise researchers.